Welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the Mountain West football season. It's the battle for the trophy. We get to crown the champion of the Mountain West Conference here today. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the San Diego State Aztecs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He'll throw it now. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Aztecs will bring their punt team onto the field. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. Not the way he wanted to kick it. Well, down the punt just inside the 45-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Buying time. Moving to his left. The tight end has got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the runner takes off to his right. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The sure hands. It's Perry. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
First down. Looking to throw the football. quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
On the ground, it's Brown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. And there's the handoff. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Short throw complete to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Pulls it in. It's Nolan. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Looks right for a quick completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Using his legs, it's Brown. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Can he make it to the marker? They've got him, but not before making 1st down yardage. They move the ball to the 41.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
The Aztecs with 1st and 10 here. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Big throw caught on the left side. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Using his legs, it's Brown. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Aztecs are in the red zone now. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And they tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Oh, a sack! The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
They're backed up, second and long at the 19. The shotgun running play call. That game moves the ball out near the 25. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the receivers got it. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's got it for a big gain. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The Rainbow Warriors pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. And the Rainbow Warriors will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Running back has it on a screen now. Finds room at the 30. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Takes the handoff. It's Brown. He's brought down out at the 46.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go. Razor.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Powerful running into the secondary. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Got it.
The Aztecs lining up here on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Welch. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
He'll hand it off. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
On the double.
That's an important first down on that running play.
Let's go.
Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. It's an out route. The catch made. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting, slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion, just masterful execution on that drive.
Kicking team on now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the return an opportunity to bring this back.
Hawaiian, 0.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Rainbow's offense back on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. The Rainbow Warriors will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Grab down the middle. It's Perry. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Boy, a lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that is a good stop by the defense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Perry. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. First down. Looking to throw the ball. The pass is caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Out of the gun now on third down. The pocket breaking down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Got it.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense.
Get set. Get set. Ready to go.
Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors for a halftime update. And the Aztecs will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Offense comes back out on the field now. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Perry. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And now they'll set up for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and they draw within 4, 14-10. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
14, Hawaii, 10.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Tackle is made at the 30. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Breaks loose at the 40. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down coming up.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
42 Spider.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Now it's third and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pass caught. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Got it.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive.
Left. Easy.
They're going to run it here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 45. Brings up second down.
Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Well, they're lucky they completed this pass at all. The quarterback, in fact, gets hit as he throws the ball. Now listen, we know the linemen are going to allow the defense to come in. But that time, they allowed him to get in there a little bit too fast. And lucky the quarterback was able to see it and get rid of it.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Bringing it back, it's Brown. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The San Diego State offense on the field now. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Short connection to the tight end here. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important second down play coming up.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. It's O'Neal. He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
They wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
29, Phil. Arrow.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Grab down the middle. It's Welch. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Aztecs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs. So the offense flexing their grip and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And the point after is right down the middle.
21, Hawaii, 10.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Who makes the grab? And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. That one knocked away, incomplete. Good job by the defense to end the third quarter.
San Diego State, 21, Hawaii, 10.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Deep shot caught right at the 10. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
By the receiver. Tackled on the play at the 26-yard line. First down.
The Rainbow Warriors pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On first down, it's play action. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to him. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
First and goal.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
22, Spider.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal.
Jackrabbit.
They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
This is caught. Could be an important two-point conversion to get within a field goal here in the late stages. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Aztecs offense back on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. It's a shotgun run call. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Physical running, fights off the defender. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty.
On the double.
Second down play coming up.
Here we go.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Moves the ball up to the 30. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Back to throw. It's O'Neal. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. The Rainbows offense back on the field now.
Get set, get set.
Handoff from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Okay, ready?
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Let's go.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Pickup of 12.
And the Rainbow Warriors have 1st and 10 here.
29 Philly.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5. Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Touchdown, Hawaii. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Touchdown.
Great job here by this quarterback on this read. I thought he might try to get the ball to the receivers. Instead, he sees the matchup that he wants, finds that big tight end, and they get the go-ahead score here late in the game.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter.
San Diego State, 21.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Tries to get it to the running back. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. He hands it off from the gun, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Got it.
Now it's 2nd down here.
Easy.
To throw, it's O'Neal. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Travel. Travel. Alert. Alert.
And here's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Hawaii.
On the
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal.
Gators score. Cobra.
They're going to run it. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the head coach must have seen something on the field. Calls timeout to talk it over with the defense.
On the double.
Offense facing 2nd and goal.
Easy.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play.
Ready.
Can they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, San Diego State. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
PAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Hawaii, 25.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. They've got some time to work with. Do they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? He's escaping the pocket now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Perry. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And that catch is hauled in. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors hustle to the line to run that hurry up. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. What a defensive play to cap this victory. Talk about a perfect ending to a regular season, becoming champions of the Mountain West. They've made their case now, and with a conference championship in tow, it's going to come down to what the committee decides to do if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.